Well, welcome back. It's time for Better Retirement with Citizen Advisory Group. Ron's here today. We're going to talk about Medicare. It's an important topic, and it's a fairly confusing topic.
Exactly. It's a very important topic and can be very confusing for a lot of people. And so we're going to talk about, again, this Welcome to Medicare, this educational presentation that we do, and really the importance of just being informed about the different options that are available to you, because most people, they do find it very frustrating and confusing and overwhelming trying to figure all this out, because it's very different than really what they're used to. And so we're going to talk a little bit about this educational seminar that we do, what it is, what we cover, and we'll provide some of the dates of upcoming events that we're going to have here.
Well, let's talk about what you cover in these presentations.
Okay, so the event itself, it is truly an educational event, so I want to clarify that this event is not trying to sell anybody something. We're providing information, and if someone wants to follow up with us, they can certainly do that.
Sure.
That's part of what we do and the services that we provide. And again, it's so important to be informed about the choices that you're making. There was a recent study that was done by Health Use Sources that says the average couple, when they reach age 65, is going to spend close to $400,000 in health care costs.
Wow.
That's insurance premiums and co-pays and different things over their expected lifetime.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, and so it's important that we're making informed decisions. And so this seminar that we do, we really started doing this to provide people information to make informed choices. And what we cover at the seminar is what are the different parts of Medicare. And so original Medicare, Part A and Part B, and then we talk about what Part C is, and Part D, the prescription drug plans and the rules about these different plans. And then we talk about the enrollment periods of when can people enroll, how do they enroll, and it's very important that we kind of understand those different rules, because Medicare says if we don't do things in a certain timely fashion, we may be subject to late enrollment penalties. So it's important we understand those different things. So we cover those rules, what the enrollment periods are, how someone enrolls into Medicare, and then we spend a lot of time talking about Medicare plan options beyond Part A and Part B. So these Medicare supplement, right?
Yes.
And the Medicare Advantage and the prescription drug plans. And this is all the, when someone's turning 65 and they're approaching Medicare, they become very popular in the sense that they get a lot of information that's coming to them in the mail.
Well, and it's people selling them things.
That's exactly
those
right.
Those are from people selling the supplement plans.
Correct. And so it's important to understand the differences between what is a Medicare supplement and what is a Medicare Advantage plan, and how do these Part D prescription drug plans work. And so we spend a lot of time in this seminar kind of talking about those differences. We're not talking about any specific carrier. Right. We're not allowed to do that, but it's just general information. And again, our approach is the more informed you are, the better choice that we can make about what's the right fit for you.
Well, if you are informed about what all the options are and why, this is good for some people and this is good for others, then when somebody is trying to sell you something,
right,
you can be objective about what it is, because this is an emotional decision a lot of times.
Well, there's a lot of factors.
Fear.
It's a financial decision, it's an emotional decision, and our approach is as an independent agency, so we represent all these different carriers. We look at it as a relationship with that individual we're working with, because we make a decision maybe today and situations can change, and so we need to review things annually, but we need to make sure we're making the right choice up front. Because of what all the different rules are, we may not be able to make a change in the future depending on circumstances.
Absolutely.
So the more informed we are, again, the more educated we are, the less confusion we have, the better choice that we can make.
An informed, educated decision is always going to be a better decision.
Correct.
Whether it ends up being the right or wrong in the long run, there are things that obviously we don't know what's going to happen.
Right, things can change.
But having made an educated decision, you're always going to end up in a better place.
Correct.
So let's talk about when these seminars are coming up. We've got some still in May.
Yep, so we've got a couple events coming up in May. So let me clarify too that we do these events every month at various locations. Jim Poling, who's another agent in our office, has been on the show as well. We do these events every month, different locations. Our upcoming events here in May, we've got one at the Perrysburg Library in downtown Perrysburg. That's Saturday, May 16th at 10 a.m. there. And then we have one out at the Sylvania Senior Center. We do that every month, typically on the third Tuesday of every month. And then we have two events on Wednesday, May 20th, one at the Owens Community College in Arrowhead Park and one at the Owens Community College facility out on Oregon Road there. And so we try to cover geographically, different areas and provide different options for people to attend these events. And again, I want to emphasize it's a free event. We're not taking your names or following up with you afterwards. You can RSVP if you want. If these events in May don't work for you, you can check out our website. We've got events every month that we're doing. And so we'd love to have you come out and learn a little bit about Medicare.
And you can RSVP, but unlike some of your other educational events, you don't have to RSVP for these. If you decide on Tuesday, May 19th at 5 o'clock that you want to get to the Sylvania Senior Center and go to, then you can do it right then.
Show up, right. So
about how long do they last?
So the seminar itself, somewhere around an hour and a half, kind of depending on the questions and the attendance we have. So we like interaction with the audience,
yes,
and allow them to answer questions or ask questions, I guess. And so I would say about an hour and 30 minutes is the typical length of the seminar that we do.
And if somebody wants more information, of course, they can go to your website, citizenadvisory.com. Or if they want to set up a personal appointment with you guys, it just takes a phone call.
Exactly right. If they want to follow up with us, that's entirely up to them. They can reach out, they can contact us, set up an individual appointment. It's a free consultation. There's no cost to that appointment. There's no obligation there, and I think people find in talking with us that we're really there to help and advise. There's no pressure to trying to sell you something. And if someone wants to do that, they're welcome to do that. We welcome that opportunity to meet with them. But they're not obligated to do that at all.
Well, I think you guys do a great job of educating the public about all these things that are so important to us as we all work towards those glory years of retirement. If you are interested in any of these Medicare seminars, you can find out more information, get those dates again on the website citizenadvisory.com. We'll be right back on Better Living.